Hey everybody, Scorpion here. So I was out doing some stuff the other day, run into a gentleman that I've known for a while, and we were talking about what he was doing, what I was doing, and I told him I was looking to, get the metals out of circuit boards and some circuits and stuff like that. Haven't done it yet. Haven't even bought the stuff yet. Um, I've got like a couple glass jars and some stuff like that I can use to do it, but I haven't bought the chemicals. And he was like, well, hey, I get these. I get them all the time. I'll be glad to pick them up, send them to you. He's like, I get them by the bag. I get them by the shoebox. Um, whatever. So he's talking about car remotes. So he went to his vehicle and grabbed this up and gave it to me. Um, he does, technically he's a locksmith. So a lot of the car dealers give them to him because they're just going to throw them away. So let's break into these. Let's see how much weight I have first off. Then we're going to break them down and see how much weight I have by the boards, just for curiosity's sake. So y'all hang tight, and I'll be back with you in a minute.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
Alright, so you can see scale zeroed out. So it's 1 pound, 1.7 ounces. Okay, 1.6 then. I always try to weigh stuff a couple times just to make sure it's right. So twice we got 0.7, so that's what we'll go with. And I'm just going to kind of go through this slowly. I can't break this stuff down right now, but I'm going to get it ready and put it aside so I can when it's time. So it's dropped back to 0.6, so we'll go with 1 pound, if I could write, 1.6 ounces. So that's what we were given. So I'll bring y'all back once I get all this broke down, and let's see how much weight we actually have in circuit boards. Alright, so let's see if we can't weigh some of this out. So we've got the rings. Looks like they come out to 0.4 ounces. So, worst case scenario, scrap metal, right? Don't worry, I'm going to be checking everything. Some of the keys can be brass, stuff like that. I've got this little piece here. It's punched in the leather strap that was on one of them. Not even enough to weigh anything, but we will put it with the keys. So keys is going to be 1.7 ounces. So we'll have plastic, we'll have trash, and then we'll have boards left. So we will come back and weigh that stuff as it's broken down. And of course you've got the weight of the plastic bag itself. So I'm just trying to account for everything, as I go. These should not be hard at all to open. Stick a screwdriver in there and pop it out. So, all that's trash. Leaves you with your board, which as you can see is coated in gold. You can tell the top two keys are used more than anything because they're darker. And of course, we got to take the battery out. Alright, so the battery is out. A lot of people throw that in with the scrap metal. As you can see, it's gold underneath that. There's gold spots here, and there is a IC chip on there because most of your keys now have to be programmed. So all that stuff will have to be cleaned off of them before I can try to get the gold off of them. But I figured this would be a cool experiment, and I'd make a video, kind of walk everybody through it. And I'll add the beginning of this video to the ending whenever I'm able to accomplish that. So just one of those little things one of those limbs I guess I'm stepping out on and learning and plan on enjoying and doing. That screwdriver is just too big. But yeah, recovering precious metals from stuff is one of the things I do want to get into. Oh look, they didn't even give us a board in that one. Super nice of them, super nice. Just too many precious metals being thrown away. You can pick them up for free, and just take the time to take it apart. I don't mind teaching people how to do this, but at the same time I have to know that there's somebody that's going to be careful, because I don't want people hurting themselves, and some of the stuff that's given off from some of this will kill you, the vapors. So it's not something you can play with. So this one right here, I'm not so sure that there's gold on it. This is probably going to be silver underneath these. These are little push buttons. There is an IC chip. So I'll have to do a little bit of research on the boards themselves. This is not gold. This is inside the board. So as time goes on, let's see if there's another different one. This one looks like a Toyota one. So I think one of those was a Hyundai. This is a Toyota. I'm not sure what the other one was. Some of them are a little older and some of them are a little younger. Again, little push button. So that's probably going to have a little silver tab underneath it. These are plated in gold. There's a little bit of gold over here. Looks like it's some gold in here maybe. These are push buttons. So I'll have to pop all those off and see what exactly is in what. So I'd say recovery is not going to be anything super amazing. Just because, I mean, not all of them are coated in gold. So I'll bring y'all back when I get done, and we'll find out how much plastic, how much trash, and how much weight we have in boards as well. Alright, so we're going to revamp the original just a little bit here. So, trash and plastic and rubber, I put it together. So we're looking at 11 ounces. Keys are still going to be 1.7 ounces. So this is all trash. We can get rid of it. Gone. Batteries and keys and metal and all that we're putting together. So all this should be going to shred. I'm pretty sure it's all steel and not worth holding on to. So that is 1.8 ounces. So that leaves just the boards. So let's see what kind of weight we have in boards. Now I had 4 different remotes that did not have anything in it. It was just a plastic hull, which is always the case of things that can happen. So we're sitting at 2. Ooh, it dropped to a 5. Alright, 2.5 ounces of boards. So there's not going to be a lot of gold recovery, and a couple of them I don't think they have gold on them. You can see a lot of these metal pieces here. We'll probably pop those off and toss it in with the metal. That's what's holding the batteries on and stuff. Some of them might be gold plated, but it does not look like it. So with that said, some of them might be brass too. I'm seeing a brass color underneath that silver on that. So with that said, that's going to make this go down a little lower. Of course, there's lots of other things that we'll have to take off of these, but as you can see, some of these are pretty good sources of gold. So I'm kind of excited to try this, and the idea that he had. Some of them don't look like there's any gold at all on them. I'm still going to clean the board up some just to see. There may be a little bit of gold right here in this connection. Other than that, I don't think there's any on here. But overall, on the overall majority, most of them look like they've got some type of gold on there. So we're going to see what we can do with this stuff, and if it's worth the time. So y'all stay tuned. Eventually I will get around to recovering the gold off of these, and hope y'all enjoy.